first of all, enjoy the inauguration. That's been, the first one I saw was Nixon's first inaugural when I was standing out in the crowd in 1969. So I've seen a number of them over the years, and each one's unique, each one's different. The inaugural speech is an opportunity for presidents or would-be presidents to lay out their program or their agenda. I thought the Trump speech was typical in that sense. Talked about what he wanted to do. It was I thought, a recap of a lot of the themes he ran on during the course of the campaign. I didn't find that surprising. I supported him, voted for him, but I basically took the position that I was going to support the nominee of my party. And when the dust settled, Mr. Trump had the votes, and he had the delegates, and he had the nomination. And I've always done that since I first voted for Barry Goldwater in 1964. The situation, the way I look at it, and I see the inaugural and the speech as part of a continuum of his coming to power, I think they're doing a good job in terms of picking key personnel. I think they're off to a good start with respect to the cabinet. Rex Tillerson's a personal friend, somebody I've known for years. So I think if I look at the current set of circumstances, I think they're off to a pretty good start. Now, do I agree with everything? No. I've never agreed with everything the various presidents have supported. Before Donald Trump, there had been 5 Republican presidents since Eisenhower. I worked for 4 of them. Worked closely with the 5th, President Reagan, when I was part of the House leadership during the 8 years of the Reagan administration. And this is the 6th Republican president since that period of time. I don't work for Mr. Trump, obviously, but I say I did vote for him. I supported him. I'm glad he won. I think they're off to a pretty good start. What's going to be important going forward is what he chooses to make his priorities. One of the reasons I supported him is because I think he was strong on defense. He won the election. You know, there were a lot of good candidates out there when we have 16 or 17 altogether in our primary. I think the shape of the party going forward will be affected. How much and exactly what direction, that's hard to say. He tapped into a segment of the electorate that obviously was dissatisfied with both parties and didn't have much good to say about Republicans or Democrats. But I think he brought in some new voters to vote on the Republican line, and that's how he won the election. So does that change the party? Yes, to some extent. He's now the leader. Most of us will support him, especially those of us like myself who voted for him. I'm sure there'll probably be times when I disagree with him, and that's to be expected. But in the meantime, his success, how well he does at articulating a policy, setting a course of action, and getting the Congress and the country to support it will be the real test.